This episode is brought to you by Blue Sky CBD. Okay, I don't think I've gotten a full night's sleep since I became a mom, which is like over 4 years now. And I feel like I've tried everything, but none of it worked. You know what did? Blue Sky CBD. I love Blue Sky CBD because each gel contains 25 milligrams of CBD and 25 milligrams of CBN and 0 THC. Check out Blue Sky CBD's Sleep Gel 4-pack sampler for just $6 or their 10-pack sample for $20 at bluesky-cbd.com. Oh, and you can use promo code CityCastDenver to get 30% off your order. Just go to bluesky-cbd.com. Today on CityCast Denver, it's November, it's fall, it's time to be thankful. From our Fave Mountain Hot Springs retreat to a great way to welcome new families to the Mile High City, me and producer Paul Caroli are joined by a special guest to round up our fave things to do, see, eat, drink, and experience in Denver this month. Oh, and stick around to the end of this episode to hear my sponsored interview with Andy Cameron, CEO of MultiPass, to learn about even more cool events happening around Denver this month. Today is Monday, November 3rd. I'm Bree Davies, and here's what Denver's talking about. Producer Paul Caroli, hello.
Hey, what's up, Bree?
And joining us, one of our friends, the host of the Left Hand Right Brain podcast and a producer here at CityCast Denver, JD Lopez. Hi.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Sorry, we have to do a different credit for JD because there's a better plug that I want to make because it also involves me.
I don't know why I didn't
JD and I are bringing, no, you did great, but JD and I are bringing back Hold On to Your Butts, the podcast that formerly was about Jurassic Park, the greatest show on earth and how it lost its bite. And we are now doing Indiana Jones, season 2. The show is now about, it's a podcast about, God, I wrote a whole thing. It's called Hold On to Your Butts, a podcast about the great franchises that lost their way. So we're getting the plug out of the way early. That's the new project. Check it out.
Okay, so you don't need me to redo JD Lopez, co-host of Hold On to Your Butts. Okay. Well, it's November. This is our monthly guide to the best of Denver. So we're going to be sharing with you our favorite things to do, see, eat, explore, and experience here in Denver. And as always, we'll have 3 categories. Just a note before we get into it, if you stick around to the end of the episode, I have an interview with Andy Cameron, CEO of MultiPass, which is this awesome ticketing platform based here right in Denver. Okay, so we've got 3 categories. Let's start with one of our usuals. Paul, do you want to share with us something to eat or drink this November?
Eat or drink, absolutely, yes. So I'm going back to the classics here. I think people know me, and if they don't, they should, as a great patron of the sandwich arts.
Yes.
I have, what I am going to talk to you about is what I think is, I'm ready to say it, it's the best sandwich in the city. We used to go there all the time. I used to work right over in 5 Points, Curtis Park area. And I would go over there and the guy would know me and he was so nice. And they have punch cards. And now we record at Dude IDK on Downing over in 5 Points. So I pretty much have made it my Thursday routine to get lunch at this place. It's the Curtis Park Deli.
So good.
It's the best in the city. It's just the best. It's so simple. It's humble. The sandwiches cost like $12 to $15.
They're huge.
They're $15.
I mean, for a lunch, that's not a bad lunch price, and it's a huge sandwich.
It would be a bargain at twice the price, and you also get a cookie. They have those fresh baked cookies you can get. Those are actually pretty affordable. I think those are only like $1 or $2, and they're so good.
So good.
I just love this place so much, and I'm so glad to have discovered it and like to brought it back into my rotation. They have fresh bread every day from City Bakery. I mentioned the punch card, do it, you'll get that free sandwich on your 9th visit. Good selection of beverages, but just the construction of the sandwiches. The thing they do well is the ingredients. There's no ingredient out of balance. It is measured. It is simple. It is a perfect.
What's your sandwich there?
I love the Italian. That's the one I keep going back to, but I want to get everything on the menu. I want to try them all. I used to get the veggie all the time before my relationship with meat changed. I also like the fish sandwich. I went in there a couple weeks ago and I walked out and there was a guy mowing his lawn and he turned off his mower and he was like, "Did you get the Curtis? The Curtis is so good." And I was like, "No, next time I got to get the Curtis."
He's like, "I'm Curtis."
Also, I just honestly, I love the service in this place. I'm guessing the man that always helps me is the owner.
I think it is.
He's kind of gruff, but he's also sweet. It's a really rare combination in a customer service attitude that I love. And it's part of the reason I love going in there.
100%.
It's just nice.
It's just, they don't do too much. They know what they do and they do it well and they know how to take care of you. And it's just great every time. Love it. Curtis Park Deli.
Love it. Okay. Something to eat or drink. JD, what have you got for us?
I was going to go with, I do love a sweet treat. All about the sweets. I want to go with Eternal Flavors Bakery. That's on Dartmouth Avenue.
I think it's maybe Bear Valley-ish. I know right where you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. It's in a weird tucked in corner, but it's one of the, I think it's the head baker from the market, and he does the Spring Fling cake there, which is, so hard to get these days, so delicious. You want it, I go get it. I go way out of my way to go get it all the time. Great excuse to just buy a slice of cake.
And they have like a couple different cake slices. So folks aren't familiar with Spring Fling. It's like a zucchini cake with a cream cheese frosting with layers of fruit. It's so amazing. And like you said, this was a classic at the market on Larimer Street. This was a wonderful, like sort of deli hangout coffee shop forever. And that was their staple. Everyone loved the Spring Fling. So I've been to Eternal Flavors to order this very cake for my birthday. But a friend of mine, friend of mine went and she brought back like 4 different slices of different types of cake. So it's...
Yeah, they do some seasonal stuff too. That's great.
Good call. I forgot about Eternal Flavors.
Pumpkin spice cake, also great.
Ooh.
I wanted to keep the spirit of Olivia alive here while she's gone. They do have a banana matcha. All right, I know she loves a matcha.
What?
Matcha tea.
For all the girlies.
For all the matcha girlies out there, you can go get one.
That's your cake.
I'll have to expand my horizons. I'm such a Spring Fling person, but that sounds amazing.
I mean, that's you get a matcha to go with it.
I love it. Good recommendation. Sounds great.
Yeah, and it's a pumpkin season. They're doing the pumpkin cakes.
It's the season. It's maybe switch that up for Thanksgiving. Get a pumpkin spice cake instead.
Yeah,
I love it. Yes. So, longtime fan of the fucking Rapidos food truck. I, like many people, probably got tired of trying to find them across the city. In April, they opened a brick and mortar inside of the Edgewater Market called Saigon Noodle Club, and I finally went there after thinking about it forever. One night last week, my husband and my son and I went. It was amazing. It was just as amazing. So they do these really cool sort of like fusion send-ups, takes of Vietnamese classics. And the thing that we got that we loved the most, we tried a bunch of stuff on the menu, but the pho sizzle, which is a brothless version of pho with this super, super tender beef that's been marinating and like just in this broth it's like the broth is there, but it's not. And it's on top of noodles and it's got all the toppings that pho usually has, but it's sort of like a noodle bowl. It's incredible.
That sounds great.
Like we were fighting over it. It was so good. And they do, the other thing that I loved is they do a different sort of dessert special every day. So you kind of don't know what you're going to get. And we got a Rice Krispie treat that was strawberry matcha. And it was amazing.
Matcha.
So my recommendation is the pho sizzle at Saigon Noodle Club.
Where do you get your matcha, Paul?
Oh, my.
We both have matcha recommendations. What are you doing?
I am not a matcha girly. It's really not in my rotation. Just give me that straight black coffee. Just straight to the dome, I need the caffeine.
And an Italian
fast.
sandwich.
Yeah, sometimes.
This episode is brought to you by MultiPass. Listen, I lived through the era of the total Ticketmaster takeover. Wildly high service fees, big clunky websites, bots, scammers, Pearl Jam suing them. The pains of ticket buying. But it doesn't have to be this way. MultiPass is here. This wonderful, local, community-minded ticketing and events platform offers benefits to not just the people putting on great shows, but the people who want to go to those great shows. Proudly based in Denver and deeply rooted in the local event and creative scene, MultiPass offers a promoter dashboard to boost attendance with built-in tools to add street teams and track performance. They also have revenue sharing tools, which automatically splits ticket revenue between producers, performers, and promoters, meaning no more complicated payout hassles. For customers, MultiPass offers more than just a place to buy tickets. Its unique community chat feature unlocks once you RSVP. That means you can connect with other like-minded fans for meetups at shows, events, parties, club nights, and more. MultiPass is designed to help everyone in the event ecosystem win, not just the platform. Learn more at multipass.com. That's multipass.com.
This episode is brought to you by Denver Film, because movie lovers across the city are getting hyped. It's almost time for Denver's biggest celebration of cinema, and you don't want to miss it. I'm talking red carpets, celebs, Hollywood moguls, exclusive parties and VIP events, and you can be a part of it. Honestly, I've always had a great time at Denver Film Fest. Not only do they bring out so many good movies that you can just show up to basically a random theater on a Tuesday night on a whim and see something interesting, but you also have a chance to dress up nice, go out to a packed screening of one of the year's best, because they always bring the best. The Film Fest returns for its 48th year, running from October 31st to November 9th. They're featuring over 200 of the world's best new films, as well as all kinds of other great events. Choose your adventure and get tickets at denverfilm.org. That's denverfilm.org.
Okay, let's go on to our next category, which is something to do or experience this November. JD, what have you got?
I thought it's getting cold. You know, we always want to go to a hot spring. All right, I know you love it as well, Bree, going to Glenwood Springs. But
so
I
does
love
Paul.
the
We
Iron
love
Mountain
this.
ones. Yeah, Iron Mountain Hot Springs. They're premier access pools. Okay, that's what you got to do. No kids. All right, it's a little bit more. It's like $68 to $116. All right, but there's 12 inspired pools with unique mineral formulas.
I think the no kids thing is crucial because, like, I go to Glenwood Hot Springs because I have a kid. But if you don't want to be around a bunch of kids, Iron Mountain is absolutely where it's at.
Yeah, I do think it's worth it. They have the drink stations. They do some food there. You can get a flatbread little pizza and sit in the New Zealand hot spring, which has a mineral formula that's specific to whatever hot springs would be in New Zealand. Paul?
I do think it's
great.
very cool.
This seems right up your alley.
I've been there. I love
Chemical stuff.
I think the way they do the mineral balance around the world thing is really cool. It's a great feature.
It's such a nice, and Glenwood to me also just a nice mountain town I love. They've got great food. It's beautiful. That's the cool part about Iron Mountain too, is you kind of like, there's like sort of there's like the river's there and there's a railroad track and it's just like.
You can see the Target right across the river. I'm like, that's where I'm going after this.
Well, okay, Paul, what's your something to do or experience this month?
Okay, so this is the month that for people like me who did not grow up here, who, especially football fans, you probably missed out on the glory years of the Broncos in the 90s, but this is the month where we all get to experience Elway.
Oh, right.
And I have two recommendations for Elway this month.
Okay.
Number one is the good one, which is the Denver Film Festival, their closing night event, which I thought was a really fun booking.
Yes.
But they have some kind of relationship with Netflix, and Netflix has a new multi-part documentary series coming out about John Elway's life. He's the quarterback that led us to 2 Super Bowls in the 90s. And so there is an event. They're premiering the documentary, which is not out on streaming. It doesn't have a release date, although I suspect it'll be this month. And rumor is, press release says Mr. Elway himself will be on stage in conversation about the documentary and his career, which I think sounds very fun.
I don't know if I've ever watched a ton of interviews with him. I don't know what he's like. I've waited on him, but it's different. And I remember Patty at Westford telling us a story once that they've never been able to get an interview with him. I feel like he's like not very accessible. So
I've tried for years. I tried through the restaurant. I tried through his sports people. I suggested to Denver Film that, hey, wouldn't it be great if you and me, Bree, were the moderators of that Elway discussion? And we're still waiting to hear back on that one. Fingers crossed.
But you said you have.
What if it's
sorry,
just?
Go ahead, JD.
I was going to say, what if it's just the animatronic from
Well,
Shields
that was my other
down
rec.
in Loveland? They had
What?
Yeah, okay, sorry.
No, that's the other rec. Christmas shopping, whatever. I don't know. If you're going up north, there's a Shields outside of Johnstown, which is like a big mega store, clothing.
People know it as Loveland.
Shields.
So there's a Shields, and on the second
Oh.
floor of this Shields is an animatronic John Elway. That is very old.
Life-size.
It's
What?
life size. It'll talk to you.
Life-size.
It'll say John Elway stuff. It's so funny. It is so funny. You
How
go
did
get your
I-
picture
It says
taken
John
with
Elway
this guy.
stuff.
How did I know? I mean, I don't care about John Elway that much, but I do love an animatronic and this store. I can't believe I've never been to Shields. I know I'm looking at it now. It's a North Dakota based department
Yeah.
store-ish thing, and I do love a
Yeah.
weird department store.
They sell like hunting gear and like guns and
Ugh.
Carhartt.
But then also
and-
Nikes.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
go here.
You know, it's
It's
great.
a really good store.
Animatronic.
do
Okay,
like
so
it.
your other recommendation is go see the animatronic
floors.
at Shields.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I do have a personal anecdote with John Elway. Well, a family lore
Go
story,
for it.
Sure.
really, because they used to have the training for the Broncos at UNC, and I'm from Greeley, and so in the summers we'd go do that sometimes. Or my aunt. The story is my aunt took my older brother when he was little to the training thing, and John Elway was there. They'd gotten done with practice, and sometimes they'd sign autographs. My aunt went down there. Brother has asthma at this point in his life. Okay. Little kid just wants John Elway's autograph. And John Elway says, hey, if you can get to across the field to where the locker rooms are before I do, I'll sign your thing. So my aunt and my little brother with asthma, or my older brother, but he's little at this time, with asthma, run across the field. All right. Brother wheezing. They make it there before Elway. And he just walks past them. And he does not sign my brother's.
Oh my God.
He doesn't give him an autograph.
Wow.
Notorious. Yeah, my aunt tells that story. whenever
John.
John Elway gets brought Elway as being I'm sorry. Am I
No,
No, I
tarnishing
love this.
No.
I want the truth.
the legacy
I want
of a
the
Denver,
truth of this
Denver
man.
celeb?
I waited on him. My story is I waited on him in Chili's and he was a bad tipper, but that story is really heartbreaking. You're messing with a kid.
Yeah, that's the family lore. I wasn't there. I don't know what exactly happened, but that's something that gets thrown around at a Thanksgiving every now and then.
love it.
know?
I love it. That's
I mean, this is
amazing.
the mentality of a Super Bowl winner, a champion,
He's going to front on a kid.
and not tip well.
That's horrifying.
This is how you get ahead in life.
This
I
better be in the
guess.
dock.
I know.
That's going to be
I
the opening
know.
of the dock.
Oh, if he had
It's
anything
got-
to do with the doc, none of that will be in the doc.
Right, yeah.
I mean, if they don't address alcohol, I've just heard rumors for years, and
Oh, maybe
Anyway,
drunk driving
we'll
a
see.
golf cart recently? Allegedly? Allegedly.
it's a sad story. But yeah,
Awful story.
I hope it's a real documentary, not a puff piece.
Or just go take it out on the animatronic at Shields. It's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
I want if anyone else has stories, if any listeners have Elway stories,
yes.
if they've interacted with him, please call in and leave us your Elway stories.
Please.
We want the truth.
An Elway Stories episode would be amazing if we got enough. And
Yeah,
I
that is-
I know there's enough of you
That'd be
out
very
there.
fun.
I bet, you know what? We're going to call Justine Sandoval our Denverist Denverite and see what she's got. But I know folks out there do. Good call. Give us a call, 720-500-5418 on the John Elway hotline, 720-500-5418. Okay, I'll round us out with something to do or experience. Mine is also sports related, but it's Nuggets related. I'm going to recommend Fire on the Mountain as a great place to go watch a Nuggets game. I was there the other day. The reason and I will say this is more for families, dads and moms that want to watch the game at the bar, but you can't take your kids to the bar anymore because it's not the 80s. And unlike I spent a lot of time in bars as a child, not fun.
Uh-huh.
But Fire on the Mountain is this cool hybrid where it's kind of a bar, but it's also just a wing spot. And I will just tell you, they are incredibly friendly to children. The staff is so nice, and they play the games. They've got great food. They've got kids menus. It's just got that classic Colorado mountain towny guy vibe in a way that I don't find obnoxious. I actually find it very endearing. And they have vegetarian options. They have seitan wings. They have their boneless wings. They have their regular wings. And it's such a nice atmosphere. I was like, I want to come here and just hang out and watch a Nuggets game. And I know a lot of folks do that. But if you're looking for a place that's I need to drag my kid to, Fire on the Mountain's where it's at.
You're talking about the North Side one? Is that where you went?
No, we actually go to the one on Alameda and Logan.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
In the old Trevino
That's my
Mortuary
favorite
building.
one, too.
Yeah, I mean, I just like every time I go there, they are so nice to us, and I don't know. I love the vibe, and I was like, man, this is the perfect spot. Watch a Nuggets game, get some good food, hang out. You can get a beer if you want. They got
how many wings you going for? 25 pack.
The guy sold me.
I'm always like, how much is too many wings?
I got the Seitan wings, and he was like, happy hour's on, so I'm just gonna get you the 16. And I was like, 16? So I took the half of them home, and then my husband and I ate them for a whole nother meal. It was great.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah.
Okay, our last category, our special category for the month of November, is something to do with a group, a way or a place to gather with family and friends. You know what? I'm just going to start. I just want to point everybody towards a list that I wrote last week for our newsletter, and it's how to support local food assistance programs. We all know that this crisis coming with SNAP is affecting a lot of families. But what this means is it's going to put a big burden on some of these existing food access groups that are going to be filling the gaps. So there's just a couple of ways that you can not only, they're going to be looking for donations, but they're also going to be looking for money and volunteers because they're going to get overloaded. So my recommendations are you can sign up to help pack boxes or deliver food for Joy's Kitchen, which is now based out of La Alma Lincoln Park. They are always looking for volunteers. So if you've got like a group of friends that you always do something with, maybe you've got a game group or like, I don't know, I've got an old group of coworkers where we go and do stuff together. This is one of those things around the holidays where it's going to be especially needed. Also, Metro Caring is another one of these places that always needs support. And Denver Community Fridges, We Don't Waste, Denver Food Rescue. There's tons of ways to support. And I just wanted to put that out there for folks. Like, you may not be feeling the SNAP benefit crunch yourself, but the organizations that help our neighbors are. And this is a really great way to tap in and help out. So that's my recommendation.
Can I go next? I have one that's basically the same topic.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. It's another opportunity to help out and get involved for folks who need it this month. So I used to volunteer for an organization called the African Community Center, which is an organization that's been around here a long time. They support like new immigrants and refugees resettle in the Denver area and Aurora. So they host an event every year. I've never personally been to it, but I've heard like incredible things. People love this event. It's like a family ritual for a lot of folks in Denver, and my wife and I are going to volunteer at it this year. But it's called the First Thanksgiving. This is their 20th annual First Thanksgiving this year, and what it is it's a Thanksgiving. It's like a public Thanksgiving. You can sign up. You can pay $20 for a ticket or more if you want to support some of these refugee or immigrant families who are coming to Denver and maybe aren't familiar with the traditions of Thanksgiving that we have here in the United States. So you can just go and like enjoy the meal and meet people, or you can volunteer to help out in a number of different ways, including, and this is what I think we're going to do is, you can like, if you have a driver's license and you have a car, you can go pick up a family and bring them to the dinner and then eat with them.
That's awesome.
And like get to know somebody and like sort of share a Thanksgiving dinner. And then, drive them home at the end of the night. It's December 21st. Like I said, $20 or more.
December or November?
Sounds
November.
really fun.
It's November.
Did I say December? November 21st.
Yes. And this is the 20th annual.
20th annual.
It's kind of amazing. I love this idea, Paul, because sometimes it's like we don't know how to tap into a community or connect in a way. And like food is such an easy way to do it. And like, sharing with someone who's new to this country, something that, a lot of us do, is a really great way to do that. I love that idea. That's awesome. I've never done this either. I don't know how I haven't, but now I want to do it. And that's nice that it's not on Thanksgiving. So it's right before the holiday. Mm-hmm. So you can pop in and do that before maybe you go visit family or whatever.
Yeah. You can do two.
I love it. That's a great idea. Okay, JD, you're going to take us out. What's your recommendation?
My recommendation was the Denver Christkindl Market.
Ooh.
All right, because that's something that me and my wife do, or my friends group would do every year. Around this time, it's getting colder. You want to go get a hot cider, some mulled wine. They have all the vendors. You can get. It's the German style holiday market.
So cute.
And it was awesome when it was downtown by the clock tower. That was so cool. And now they're moving it to Auraria campus. It's going to be
right.
The one they're doing this year. over by the Tivoli, and it's the 25th anniversary of them doing that. So a lot of anniversaries going on.
Also, it's like good food. Buy some stuff, maybe get your holiday shopping started. It's a good start.
Yeah,
I feel like
I do feel like I'm supporting local in that way.
And it's a good start to the holiday season. It's a nice.
Yeah. You're kicking it off, and they got the lights.
So pretty.
The lights.
You'll probably see the drone show. I heard that they're bringing back the holiday drone show.
Oh.
And they're expanding the fleet.
Wow.
And more drones this year.
With some flock cameras? Is that what you mean?
That's a separate endeavor. Yeah, the flock camera drone show. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, sponsored by Flock. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not what they're doing, but I making a joke.
I will just let folks know it runs the 21st through December 23rd, so you have quite a bit of time to get down there. But like, they have handmade ornaments. I might have to go.
I wonder how it's going to work at Auraria. I think you said first year at Auraria. They were doing it at Civic Center.
Yeah,
that was okay. I thought
for the last
it was like
years.
Pretty wide open. I liked it. It was like crunched up and like everything cramped almost on 16th Street.
Yeah, that's what the downtown vibe was so cool. Yeah, with right by the clock tower. Everything was like right there. You know? 2 feet, you're at a different booth. You're looking at handmade, nativity scenes. 2 more feet, then you got glass blown, Christmas ornaments.
I mean, I would say for the Auraria location, there's light rail right there, and
that's true.
There's parking garages, so I feel like it might be a little bit more accessible to more people with those options. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good...
Right now, the light rail's down at the Auraria campus.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Hopefully by November 21st, it's back up and running.
Enjoy a nice drive down to Auraria campus.
Hey.
I know. I'm not allowed to recommend driving, but...
I know Paul wants to ride his bike.
All right. Well, if you want more Rex for fun stuff this November, you can go to denver.citycast.fm and sign up for our daily newsletter. Or even better, you can become a CityCast Denver neighbor. And one of the many, many great perks of joining our neighbors program is that every Monday, our newsletter editor, Peyton Garcia, sends out a members-only list of events for that week. And you can do that by signing up at membership.citycast.fm. This was so fun. JD, Paul, thank you so much for joining me.
Could I do one honorary mention for... I'm a comedian. I do comedy shows. I have my show, Comedy Save the Video Star.
Wait, you didn't give me a chance to answer.
November 21st.
You said, can I do an honorary mention? I want to say no.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm hosting today, and I said JD could do it.
No, go on. I'm kidding.
Thank you. All right. Music video comedy mashup show at the new Mutiny Information Cafe down in Inglewood. We watch music videos, riff over them. We have comedians come on. They do, stand up. So we do a DIY TRL at 7:30, so you can come and request music videos, hang out. We put them on the big screen, and then we start the show at 8.
Oh, that sounds like
it's free
so
show.
Much fun. Like pop-up video, but better. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll put a link to that in the show notes as well. And yeah, thank you, Paul. Thank you, JD, for joining me.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Bree here with Andy Cameron, CEO of MultiPass. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Bree.
So Seuss Mace is coming to your mom's house, which is a venue, if folks don't know, pretty soon. Can you talk about what kind of energy does this up-and-coming Kansas City rapper bring to the stage?
I actually haven't had the pleasure of seeing him live yet, but I've been diving into his music, and honestly, I'm seriously impressed. I listen to a lot of the artists that come through MultiPass, and he really stands out in a big way. And honestly, he's actually becoming one of my favorite rappers. And like you mentioned, he's based out of Kansas City, and he's already worked with like Tech Nine, and you can just feel that he's about to blow up. And I believe he has a new album coming out in November, and that he's going to bring to the stage is raw, high intensity, and really connects with the crowd. And I'm definitely going to be there. And I'm extremely excited to see him live.
You had me at Tech Nine. I have to say, I think we're one of his biggest markets outside of Kansas City. So bringing somebody in who's in that lineage, this is going to go off. I can only imagine. So let's talk about the Intimate Basement shows. They've been making waves. I've been watching their Instagram. They've got some really cool DJs. What makes these nights feel so different from like a typical club show?
Yeah, so the Intimate Basement shows are a whole different vibe. Instead of like the flashy lights and packed dance floors, you're basically like shoulder to shoulder with the artist. And it feels raw, personal, like you're in on something special with everyone in the room. And, people aren't just there just to like drink and party. They're really tuned in. They're connecting with the music. And that's just what makes those nights hit different.
I'm super excited. I have to say, I was lurking on their Instagram a little bit, and some of my favorite DJs already follow this. So I feel like this is your DJ's favorite DJ night. This is where you want to be. I love it. Okay, this is huge. Bone Thugs and Harmony are playing Levitt Pavilion Memorial Day weekend, which is next year, but tickets go on sale November 1st. I know we've got quite a while till the show happens, but what makes this a must-see that folks should be buying these tickets now?
For sure. So, I mean, Bone Thugs are legends. You know, they're Grammy winners, platinum records, you know, some of the most iconic songs in hip hop history. And to see them at Levitt Pavilion, you know, outdoors on Memorial Day weekend in Denver, that's a moment you just don't want to miss. You know, shows like that don't come around often, and tickets are going to move quick. So, you know, if you want to be in the middle of that energy, I recommend not waiting. You know, you want to lock it in, you know, the moment they go on sale on November 1st.
I love it. I saw Bone Thugs and Levitt, one of my favorite venues. It's so welcoming. It's so open to everybody. And to see Bone Thugs, which are obviously a hip hop classic at this point, I can't imagine a better way to spend Memorial Day. So get your tickets now. Andy, thanks for being here. Again, you can check out multipass.com to learn more. We'll have a link for you in the show notes as well, so you're just a click away. Andy, thanks again.
Thanks, Bree.
That's all for today here on CityCast Denver. If you enjoyed this show, why don't take a minute to tell John Elway about us? Rate the show wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe to our morning newsletter and learn more about us at denver.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. See you later. John Elway. I'm sure we've told. Tell John Elway's animatronic. I can't believe I didn't know that existed.